Oh shit, the Fat Electrician is here. Hey, what's up, my dude? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Habitual Line Crosser. What is going on? Knox wants to say hi into the new microphone. Let's see if he doesn't blow it. Knox, speak. All right, good boy. All right, let's kill the music real quick. He wants a cookie. He wants a cookie. What is going on, everybody? I saw the Fat Electrician was in here. He might have just popped in and then dipped out. How do I sound? I may need to turn myself down a little bit. This is the first stream with a new microphone and new XLR and stuff like that. Our anniversary in HLC is going to put out for us. I'm trying. No, it is my 4th wedding anniversary today. Weapons, better audio from the doggo. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. This is actually the same microphones they have in the Unsubscribed podcast. Haha. Is he still talking in here? Oh, hey, what is up, my dude? It is the Fat Electrician. That man is the myth, the legend. Honestly, I'm so glad I met Nick. He's one of the most genuine humans you could ever meet in your entire life. And the way he is on his videos, that's the way he is in person. It's really no shtick, I guess. He really is that way. He's a good dude. So I'm glad he's here. Glad you guys are all here. Congratulations, 4 years. Yeah, thank you very much, man. The missile packing Patriot is live. Y'all give me too much credit. Has been trained by Eli. Yeah, well, this is the thing, man. Eli, I love Eli, right? But again, all those guys on the Unsubscribed, that's the way they are at all times. 100% of the time, there's no that's not a facade. That's not pretending to be somebody else or anything. That's the way they are. So Eli is cranked up to 11, 27 hours a day. I love the dude. He's awesome. And he's also, this is the thing, all those guys, they're goofy and they make people laugh. They're all stupid smart. They are some of the smartest people I've ever met. From Brian Phillips, thank God you're here. I have a line that needs to be crossed. Well, I will hopefully help you out with that, my good sir. HLC and the Fat Electrician, my garbage can overfloweth. I'm so glad you guys are all here. So I will say, in that last video that I posted today, there was a lot of people that took it like I was picking one political side. Now I try and remain as apolitical as I can, but I see a joke, I go for a joke. Everybody gets the smoke. So I saw the joke, I went for the joke. There was a lot of people well, why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you talk about that? Scoob Tube is here. What is going on, buddy? How you doing? His 2 pieces of butter toast placed on one another considered a sandwich. Yes. But is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco? Here we are. F-16 crash confirmed in Ukraine. Crash not shot down. So I heard about that, and then someone is saying that there's another one that they're claiming was shot down by Patriot, and it's not that far out to think of that. I will tell you from secondhand experience that the Patriot operators in Ukraine are some of the most tactically competent people in the world. These aren't run-of-the-mill just air defenders. These guys are absolute masters of their craft, and that's why they have the privilege to operate that system. That being said, when you're using a radar to figure out what is in the sky, it's like you walk into a room, it's pitch black, and you have to figure out who is in there by their sound and their smell. Like that's all you have to go off of. So that's what working a radar is like, or the way they move around the room. Like that person's sprinting, so that's probably not an elderly person, something along those lines. So YF23 says, if I become Secretary of Defense, I will be allowing sales with a kid to pull it. By the way, Buff, thanks for the opportunity. Our campaign is doing really good. I'm so glad. You guys, honestly, you guys blew me away with how much you love that that shirt. I'm floored that all you guys would choose to do that. That's absolutely amazing. Lens Corporal Anime Guy, how do you like my memes so far? What could be improved, done differently, and what would not? I need feedback on them, as the AL guys just love the buff. I'll be honest with you, Lens Corporal Anime Guy, I saw some of them. I haven't had a whole lot of time to look through a lot of them. I see them pop up from time to time in different places, especially on Twitter. Somebody, maybe you on Twitter, what was it? Chris Cappy was like, is it wrong that I'm physically attracted to an M2 or to an M1 Abrams? And somebody posted one of your like memes, which is awesome. So I haven't had a chance to look at all of them, so that's on me, man. Apparently NASA would want to use Russia to get the stranded astronauts if SpaceX can't. I'm not sure how that would work with the Ukraine war. I don't know all of the exact laws around it, but from what I understand, space is a lot like Antarctica. It's no man's land. No one owns it, and everyone is willing to help each other to some extent. Not everybody plays by those rules, but we try as much as we possibly can. Oh, Weeb and Gaming Inc. says, I watched my last unsubscribe appearance. I know, man. What y'all need to do is every unsubscribe episode that comes out, do me this solid, I got you. Every unsubscribe episode that comes out, go to the comment section and just say, where's HLC? Just do that. Just do that for me. Let's fucking raid that shit. I love all those guys. I haven't really, like, I've had a few conversations with Cody, but I've never been on a podcast with him. That was my first podcast with Brandon. Brandon is fucking hilarious. Nick is always a slam dunk. That dude's just an awesome all-around person, crazy smart. And then Eli loves keeping the conversation going. And Ryan Macbeth, man, he's a hoot. He's an interesting character. And so we all kind of fed off of each other, and that was a lot of fun. That whole episode, I don't think I've laughed that hard in an entire episode. So if you haven't seen the newest unsubscribe episode with me, Ryan Macbeth, the Fat Electrician, Brandon Herrera, and Eli Double Tap, go check it out. It is hilarious. After this, we'll hang out here. Today's my wedding anniversary too, 17th. Dark Matter, thank you so much for being here, man, on your 17th wedding anniversary. Got any advice for me? This is my four right here. HLC, first off, congratulations. Thank you. We need to let the kid eat. He needs more than balloons. Bro, this is the thing. I love that everyone is in agreement that watches my stuff like, we need to let the kid eat. We need to let the kid eat. I just hope that when it finally happens, I can deliver the performance that you guys are looking forward to. Like, I really hope that I can capture that and deliver it for you. Like, that is now what is hanging over top of me. It's like, all right, I've created this suspense. How do I not do like the last season of Game of Thrones? Like, how do I not fuck this up? So it's a real it's a tough thing, but I bring it. You know, I love it. Bring the smoke, HLC. I'm trying to bring the smoke, man. I'm planning on 3D printing a couple things for you that I'm planning on sending to the P.O. Box. War Dogs, I gotta get my P.O. Box stuff to you. There was somebody in the last stream that I gave them, or 2 streams ago, that I gave them my email address, and I haven't even had time to check it. I'm sorry. Is fish considered meat? No. It's a great shirt. I'm glad you guys love it, man. Let the kid eat some Iranian F-14 AMs. Bought the shirt instantly. Yeah, I could tell you guys really loved it. And I had the first one printed. I should have worn it tonight, as what I should have done. I wish you were more regular on Unsub, man. Yo, me too. Honestly, those guys will have me down there anytime I ask. Like, they're just great humans. They really are great people. They're kind of keeping me, not by any fault of theirs, but just, you know, keeping me at arm's distance just to make sure that I don't fuck up my military career. Because, like, that's the last thing that they want. They're all like, hey, man, once you're out, we can do some more stuff, but right now, you know, you got to focus on what you need to, and they respect my boundaries, and I love that about those guys. I would never do anything to jeopardize my friendship with them, because they're all absolutely phenomenal humans. No problem, just need some criticism of what you've seen so far, but hey, glad someone posted them on Twitter. I sure as hell didn't post them there. Dude, Twitter's a cesspool, but it's interesting. Is it trash day or not trash day? Well, I don't know. You know, I don't know. We'll have to ask Franklin. Oh, communism. Did he show up? Is he still in here? I see it. Also, guys, I have been working tirelessly. I want to reveal Franklin. I have it up here, but getting it out there, I'm sure Bunker Branding is getting very angry at me. Picking up an HLC and TFE t-shirt. Hell yeah, my dude. I appreciate it, Pink King. Let the kid eat. Let the kid eat now. Thanks again, Grandpa. Excited to see you and Dad on.
Oh, it was a good time.
Oh, wait. You're talking about me and Ryan? Oh, God, now the fat electrician's coming. I'm telling you, he'll show up. I want to make sure he isn't around here. Was it actually Patriot that Russia hit 2 weeks ago? So I saw that video. I looked through it frame by frame. The launchers don't look right. They're not in the right configuration. They're not the right spacing. The missiles leaving the canister look correct. I don't know. My theory, because it also doesn't match NASAMS, it doesn't match an S-300, it doesn't, well, it might match an S-300, but I didn't see a cold gas launch. It doesn't match, what's some of the other system? Tor M1s. I think Ukrainians have those. I know Russians do. My theory is that it's Hawk. We have a lot of surplus Hawk missiles. I'm not familiar with the layout of a Hawk missile defense site, but my theory is Hawk. I have nothing to go on other than just everything else didn't fit the right way. That's my theory. Let the kid eat. We got to, man. Well, wait, hold on a minute. That's a green screen. The F-22 can't really talk. My life is a lie. Sorry. Why is my head so shiny? Years of depression. That's a pretty good place to go. Is it trash? Oh yeah, we already got to that. Greetings from the land of maple flavored Walker. Oh, hey there, bud. Hey there, hi there. Oh there, bud. You guys, I did just find out some interesting news, and I got to figure out how I'm going to make it into a joke. But apparently, the president or governor or something like that of Mexico, like, cut all ties with the U.S. and Canada. So we're going to see how that turns out for them. Don't want to be a downer, but my cat is seriously ill, and I hope nothing terminal. I'm not religious, but please pray for his health. Haven lady, I hope everything is okay with your cat. I know what it feels like to lose a furry little friend, and as much as people choose not to, you know, people like, oh, you can't be a dog dad, can't be a cat dad. They are absolutely a member of our family. So I hope everything turns out amazing. Amazing. Sorry, I was reading something else. I'm so sorry. I can't multitask. That was the wrong word to use there. I'm so sorry. I hope everything turns out well. I really do. I'm so sorry. Communism. They're trying to get Nick back in here. I'm going to text him. Happy anniversary. How do you feel about the Abrams X's? Everything the T-14 to claim, but is actually real. I don't know if the Abrams X is going to go into full production yet. Like Uncle Sam, we like design shit, but we never bring it into production until it's needed. And right now the Abrams is doing pretty fine, but we'll see. The fat electrician, oh man. He's he just stop it. Dog is green screen, talking planes are real. That's fine. I have a, when we get to it at the 1 hour mark, we have I have some anniversary gifts for the puppies for being great puppies. So we'll see. Summon Nick. I try to be a fantastic human, man. Like I don't know. I keep on waiting for the day when I like feel like I'm somebody important, and I don't. I feel like the same person. And I, you know, my missus says that's a way of keeping myself grounded. And when I talk to like Nick and Eli and all those guys, they all feel the same way. They don't feel any different. They don't feel any more important. They're just like, boom. Although I will say nowadays, because I had a bad experience, I am too good for Little Caesars pizza. I'm sorry. It's just I had a bad experience. I am too good for you. I will never go to Little Caesars again. But other than that, no, I feel like the same person, man. But I appreciate it, guys. And I do want you to know that I'm incredibly thankful for this opportunity to chase this dream and continue to make you guys laugh and smile. It is so humbling. I love every bit of it. Thank you. I can never thank you guys enough. And if and when the kid eats, there'll be a drone in the Middle East, and he'll burp and ask for the main course because appetizers were good. It's actually not a half bad idea. I want him to hit something. So that way, because I know my comment section is going to be like, when are we getting it? When are we getting it? When are you going to talk about the kid? He just got some. It's going to be great. Delivering the performance is going to be key. Yes. You're talking about when the kid? Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Oh. Everyone's telling Nick to join the Discord. I don't think he will. He's too cool for that. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to read through everything. Where's Uncle Franklin? Is he an uncle now? Are we going with Uncle Franklin? And you want to know how I make that noise? Here, I'll just put my face behind the microphone so you guys can't see how I do it. I don't know if you could hear that, but I did it. That was Franklin. The buck. There you go. That's the one that I was thinking of. Communism is great, said no normal person ever. Greetings from the land of maple. Did I already read that? Maple flavored war criminals? I did see that. Hey there, hi there, ho there, bud. Hold on. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. My next one is using Next Gen Air Dominance because make a German and Canadian war crime reference. The product of German ship girl and an F-22. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You love my face, Joe B? Which is surprising because a lot of people just like my eyes and mouth over top of other characters that I've created. Nick, what is up? How are you doing, bud? And he's sitting in here, he's lurking, and he's like, oh, HLC's talking about me. He's talking about the unsub guys. He's texting Eli right now, and he's like, hey, he just told him to go over there and tell the unsubscribe. Like in every video, where's HLC? Where's HLC? Where's HLC? I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Kid, do you want to see Dad 117 with us? Wait, Dad 117. Is that a Spartan? Oh wait, no, the 117. Shit. F-117 Nighthawk. Dude, my brain no worky. It's been a week, guys. It's been a week. I'm so sorry. Bring Franklin. Oi, bye. Oh man. Hold on. Air superiority is having more our aircraft in the air. Air dominance is having our jets overhead. The nonners want to talk to you. Ask weapon. I will tell you, 50% of this stream, maybe 40%, is just saying things that are hot takes to get weapons to facepalm. It is one of my favorite pastimes. I couldn't have modded a better person than weapons when I just say just shit. I love it. Imagine F-22. Wither! What is up, dude? Let's see what he says.
Congratulations on your anniversary. PS Fat Electrician, what would be the start for Jiu-Jitsu?
The start for Jiu-Jitsu? I thought he was... No, it was Jiu-Jitsu. No, I thought it was Judo. I thought he was a Judo guy. See, this is how little I know about my friends. This is it. I could text him, but yeah. Imagine the F-22 getting a girlfriend who speaks German. Ozias. That was bad. Ozias? I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying there. Pizza sucks. No. Pizza is delicious. Titanfall win, bro. When I have time, it's a little bit insane right now. Although I am trying to do. I got a friend of mine who's getting into video game streaming, and we do a thing on his channel called 3 Idiots. It's Tiger Teal, and he does a lot of like we've done. What is it? SnowRunner, and now we're gonna try Chained Together, which is looks fun. I think I'm gonna just have a fucking aneurysm, but yeah. In air defense, do y'all use radar-based non-cooperative target recognition or identification friend or foe to identify targets? Also, do y'all act as air traffic control in the airspace y'all defend? That's a lot of questions all in once. Let me see what I can say here. We do IFF. I can say that. We IFF targets. We have mode codes loaded. We don't normally act as air traffic control. That's more of an Air Force function. We don't speak directly to the pilots. We get our information from other sources that tell us what's friendly, what's not friendly, etc., etc. And non-cooperative target recognition, is a theoretical process that isn't used in air defense radars. We're just going to go with that. I hope that makes sense. Got slapped on the PP. Abrams X is a demonstrator demonstrating that we can always do everything Russia did the moment they announced. I love it. Well, like, this is the thing. Russia, they do the cheapest option. They just lie about it. China at least steals it and tries to recreate it, but it's literally made off of fucking Wish. Like, it's not good. Oh, it is jujitsu. Okay, sorry. See? This is how little I know about my friends. Just, hold on. I gotta get back up. Every time I'll scroll down a little bit, it just jumps me down, and I hate that. I'm so sorry, guys. Franklin better look like a dirty Air Force crew chief. I'm working on it, weapons. I'm working on the design. Don't worry. When you guys see it, I hope you realize how much effort I've put into it. Not me. Bunker branding. I just keep telling them, and they're... My poor guy, John, man. He's about to beat his head against the computer, because I keep, now change this. Try this. How about this? Yeah. Recently learned about graphite bombs and how we use them in Desert Storm in Serbia. Wondered why no one ever talks about them, since they seem to actually do what everyone thinks EMPs can do. I've never heard of a graphite bomb. I know the U.S. is the only country who has ever used an EMP bomb, and I believe we used it in Syria. But they're so easy to shield against with modern technology that, like, everybody, including Russia, stopped developing them because it's pointless. People are like, oh, if they detonate a nuke in the stratosphere. No, Kark paint that is on all U.S. government vehicles is EMP shielding. Insulation, like the shit that goes around wiring, is a type of EMP shielding. Like it's so easy to do. All countries were just like, this is dumb. But the U.S. is the only country who's ever done it. So I want to look into graphite bombs. I'm gonna write that down. Sorry, my whole desk shakes when I write because I have a very heavy hand. So. Hello there from the land of tea and crumpets. I don't know why I made you Irish. You're not Irish. You're British. And I think that there's a large number of Irishmen who would probably punch me in the throat if I said that. Used to be a 68 whiskey, little bros in 19 Alpha. Oh, he's an officer. Hates the idea of the M1X Abram. New one with autoloader. He doesn't want to lose fourth crewman. What's your opinion on the platform? Autoloaders have benefits and drawbacks. Benefit of an autoloader is usually speed, although I knew when I used to be a 19 kilo, I knew there was a guy named Ronnie, Justin Rontes, and there's a perfect build for a tanker. And it's about 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'9" at the max, stocky as fuck upper body, and little bitty legs. And that was Ronnie to a T. And Ronnie had a 3-second load time on a heat round, which is damn impressive. I think I only got to like 5.2 seconds. So yeah, it's Jesus. Nicholas C.
I'd intercept me.
Take your wife out to an Olive Garden.
We are going out tomorrow night. Thank you so much, Nicholas C. And honestly, all of you guys, thank you so much. You're disappointed there was no boop. Don't worry. I will boop the Fat Electrician. It will happen in my life. But the benefit or the drawback of not having a manual loader, a human loader, is if something goes wrong in that auto loading process, which could be as small as a chunk of gravel getting blown into the loading mechanism. I mean, it really could be a lot of different things. Troubleshooting it now takes somebody else out of the fight. So I see a benefit and a drawback. I don't really know what the answer is. I need a voice for the F-117 now. I did do a video on the F-117 that was shot down in Serbia, because I wanted to explain exactly what happened and how far off and wild that was that it actually happened. Someone said pineapple on pizza. I need my mods to go ahead and ban them. Autoloaders are for commies. I fucking love Nick. Oh man, I gotta get caught up here a little bit. The buff is forever.
Intercept me.
Wither.
I'd intercept me.
Nartek here somewhere better this.
I will, absolutely. You guys are amazing. Mrs. Linecrosser, here I'll show you. I will show you. She is going to pick up our new little friend, and we're gonna go up and spend the night up in Oklahoma City, and we're gonna spend some time together and stuff like that. And then she's going to pick up. This is Fritz. He is a Chinese crested, and he's about to be a new member of our family. And you saw it here first, folks. She likes hairless dogs. And honestly, after Hobbs, I was kind of sold on it too. Hobbs was fucking awesome. The buff is foreverer. Oh, there's enough ers in there. I like it. I'm here for it. Make a poll. Should F-22 get his German girlfriend or stay single via Congress? not wanting to know what the unstable. Well, so this is the thing. I would consider that, but right now I've made the F-22 out to be like this, for lack of a better term, weirdo who doesn't know anything about like real stuff. He's literally designed to kill. Like we're going to teach you how to kill. All the other stuff that you should know how to do, like function in society, that's not important. That adds weight and reduces maneuverability. We just need a murder machine. So that's how I've tried creating it. So giving him a girlfriend in general might be kind of difficult. Please do the mighty ear banger as, oh, you're talking about the Starscreams, the one Nick talked about, that has like 900 fucking sonic booms a second. Happy anniversary, SLC. Can't stay, gotta go to bed. Hey Brandon, I appreciate you being here. I was shocked to see you on, so wanted to show some love. As always, thank you for all you do. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Whether you donate or don't donate, as long as you're here just watching my videos, I'm very appreciative of it all. But I did notice something, so make sure you tell your friends. It's like 40% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. Look, I want the gold plaque. Y'all can unsub after that. I don't care. Like, I just want the fucking gold plaque, man. Like, that would be a super achievement. Because, like, I was the first soldier to fire missiles off of IBCS, and it's just been downhill since. I'm just kidding. You guys are amazing. Video on the manta ray. I did look into the manta ray, and I want to make a joke about the manta ray, but I haven't read enough. Like, there's not enough information about it for me to make a joke. It's kind of like the B-21. Did you know right now we got a Halo game biofoam in real life? It's called Trauma Gel. No shit. I'm gonna read up on Biogel. Trauma Gel. I love the shit that we make. The world needs more boobs. It always needs more boobs. Man, I hate it. I scroll down a little bit and just boom. Dog or rat? Maybe. I don't know. One of the other. Take her somewhere better. Oh man. Nick must be having a chill night. Nick, we should play some video games sometime. I don't know if you play video games. I play video games every once in a while, usually at night. And since I'm going to be alone to my own devices, you know what that means. Fishing and video games, because I don't really do anything else.
Intercept me?
Oh my god, awesome.
I'd intercept me.
104 and 0 look out below. I sent HLC 200 and I can't make the rest rhyme. Happy Annie HLC.
Okay, he wins the comment section for tonight, guys. I'm not gonna lie. 104. You can't make it rhyme. I'm gonna have to, when I get down to that, I gotta read it. Oh man. Thank you for answering my question for my 19 alpha little bro. Hey, no problem, man. I will tell your 19 alpha little bro, if he's brand new, go to his gunner, right? His gunner. Go to the gunner and be like, look, you need to teach me how to not be a fucking idiot. Because that gunner, usually they take the most experienced gunner who's about to be a staff sergeant, usually a sergeant promotable, and they stick him with the lieutenant. Because usually they know enough about that tank to keep the lieutenant from doing something stupid. If that lieutenant gravitates towards that gunner, the lieutenant will be great. If they try and do their own thing, it's not going to go well. So tell him to listen to his gunner. At least that's the way it used to be. To be fair, that's KMS Rune to a T in Azure Lane. I still haven't watched Azure Lane. I need to watch that. I need to watch Gate you guys told me about. I saw it. I've seen like the thing for Gate. I just haven't clicked on it. iPhone users are commies. Facts. iPhone users are exactly. So I will tell you, almost all of the unsub guys, they're iPhone users. And they made fun of me at one point in time for my green text. And then I went outside and I took a picture of the moon. And I sent it to them. I was like, can you do that? And they either ignored me or they got busy, but I don't think I shut them down. Because like the chances of me shutting down people like Nick and Eli and all them is slim to fucking none. So. Gate as in anime. Yes, they were telling me I need to see Gate. I don't know much about it. So I know I'm going to read this. I'm going to read it as the F-15. 104 and 0, look out below. I sent HLC 200. I can't make the rest rhyme. Deal with it. Happy Annie, HLC. I appreciate it, awesome, man. That's fucking, I'm blown away. You guys are phenomenal. I don't even, any truth to an F-16 being taken out in Ukraine? Taking out, I don't know. I know the Ukrainians have confirmed this is the thing. There's an information war going on beneath the surface of everything going on. And I mean, this has happened throughout history. Propaganda is an incredibly powerful tool. Could it have been shot down? Yes. Could it have crashed? Also, yes. If I was fighting an enemy and they crashed one of their planes, I would absolutely take the information opportunity to try and change the narrative and say that I shot it down. Absolutely. 100%. Just to try and make them look incompetent. Would it work? I have no idea. The Buff's alternate personality needs to come back. I haven't done that in forever. Oh my god, I forgot about the Buff's alternate personality. Holy shit. I can't believe I forgot about that. Nox, not yet. It is not time. We've only been 30 minutes in. It is not time for Protocol 4 yet. Do you want to speak? Speak? Oh, good boy. All right. Go lay down. You got your new FAFO shirt today? I'm glad you guys liked that one. I enjoyed making it. Like, it was a lot of fun. Oh, I thought I saw the Fat Electrician again. All right, I got to scroll up. I completely forgot about the Buff's alternate personality, man. What kind of a kayak do you have with the trolling motor in the middle? So I have... There's benefits and there's drawbacks to every kayak out there. I have a Vibe Shearwater 125. Now, before anyone's like, that's an expensive kayak, I got the shit off of Facebook Marketplace. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm balling on a budget, homie, right? So I got that, and then I had a small trolling motor with it. Little tiny one's like 10 pounds. And then my buddy, he had a trolling motor that was bigger, and then he got a kayak that has like fucking GPS lock and all this shit. So I was like, hey man, can I buy your old kayak motor? And I bought it and fit it right in mine. And so the Vibe Shearwater actually has like a pedal drive, and mine didn't come with a pedal drive. So I just put the kayak motor down in there, and pretty simple. And then it's got a rudder on the back that I got like a right hand steer for. So it's pretty cool. Gate is so good. Is it good? I would like... Can I get on the unsub with you guys? Cedric, if they ever do a live show again, I would absolutely encourage you to go to it, and you can interact the entire time. If they do a live show, I'd like to go. I don't know if or when that'll ever happen, but if they do another one, I would love to go. Just from talking to those guys and hearing how much fun it was. We need Mrs. HLC in here. She is probably watching this right now. Mrs. HLC. Did I do good? So the 4th wedding anniversary is the theme. So on our anniversary, we don't buy each other gifts. We buy gifts like for both of us together, usually celebrating our anniversary. That's something that we've done our entire time. And so the 4th wedding anniversary is fruit and flowers. So she got a water painting of both of our birth flowers, says the Long family. It's really nice. And then she got a fruit bowl with like, like it has, our names and then like, forever and always or something on the inside. And I was like, that's really cool. Me being a dude, I got a gold inlaid, like rose, and I wrote like a nice little hand note with it. And then I got her an edible arrangement because I don't know how to do stuff. Not sure if you've already mentioned it, but do you get a filter? Your filter issues figured out for DaVinci, or are you going chroma key route? So Tech Guru, haven't figured it out. So this is the thing. Not only do I want to be able to do what I need to do, I want it user friendly, as simple as what I'm already using, if the option is available, because that would enable me to have the tools that I need to give you guys longer episodes of my planes and characters. Like can you imagine like a 10 or 15 minute episode of just the shit talking back and forth and everything going on? I would love that. right now, I don't have the tools to do that. And if I could get the tools to do that, which I've been beating my head against this damn computer for months trying to get those. I've reached out to everybody. So if you are able to go into DaVinci and create a plugin, or can write a program that I can chop out my eyes and mouth and they'll stay with me, and it'll like track just like the little filter does. And I can put that into DaVinci and I can do long form videos with it. I will absolutely pay you for that program. 100%. It's very, very difficult. I had a friend who worked for the Army Software Center, and he tried working on it, couldn't get it for me. Tango Delta, what is going on, my dude? Woofers, yes. Feed your dog pineapple on pizza. I will never apple pie. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. The plane 900 sonic booms per second. XF84 Thunder Screech. There we go. I couldn't remember. Steel. Strategically transfer equipment to another location. Isn't that what he says steel is? Gate is good, but depth thwarts the JDF? I don't know that word. Is pie a sandwich? No. No. No, it's a tart. It's its own thing. Pie is a tart, technically. Most overrated wing flavor. All right, I'm going to say it. And there's not going to be a lot of people that like it. Barbecue. Just regular honey barbecue is fucking overrated as shit. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Honey mustard. Gross. Overrated. You get buffalo, you get garlic parmesan, you get lemon pepper, and you get, like... There's got to be another one. There's another one that I'm thinking of. I can't remember the damn... Yeah. Can I do the F-22 line from the last video about the old folks home and the other voices? Like, what other voices? So, like, you want me to do this, the buff? I'm trying to remember the exact line. Hold on.
I mean, I'd be happy that I got an intercept, but it's like starting a powerlifting competition at an old folks' home. Did I really win anything?
And then... Yeah, well, we'll do the F-15. I'd feel good about having an intercept, but it'd be like starting a powerlifting competition at an old folks' home. Did I really win anything? There we go. Are we almost at 1,000? Let me check. Ooh, well, we're at 600. We're almost at 1,000. Be over 18 to join the Discord, or else you will get fed to Franklin. Franklin has been eating a lot lately. I gotta bring Franklin in more. Had a friend. That's how bad the job was. Ooh. In gate, the dragon has no power with F4. You need an IT? I know a guy. I'm telling you, if you know somebody who can code and make that a thing, I will absolutely 100% pay for their labor, their time, and the program itself. 100%. Does Unsub have a PO box? I don't know. Have I looked into eye tracking software? Yes. So I've tried Magic Mask. I've tried masking tools. I've tried Chroma Key. And this is the thing. I can cut out my face, no problem. But the eyes and the mouth is, for some reason, incredibly difficult. And I don't know why. Like, as I'm talking, it'll, like, collapse in on itself. Or it gets really big and it just doesn't look right. I have been, like, I want it to look like it already looks. I don't want you guys to see a long-form video and, like, it's the same voices, but the characters look different, right? Like, that's not what I want to give you guys. How do I figure out a way to nerd out about the military industrial complex with you and the fat electrician? I'm an amateur historian and would love to talk to you guys. I would recommend going to the Unsub live show, or, I mean, a lot of us, like, we all read our comment sections and stuff like that, but, like, they're big on announcing when they go places. Me, I just kind of show up. It's because I'm a bit of a hermit. I don't know, Matthew. I'm sorry. Maybe after I'm out, I'll do like, hey, I'm gonna be over here. Let's go check this out. I'm gonna be, just so you guys know. I don't know. Drinking screwdrivers? Oh dear. Mango habanero. I will fuck with mango habanero. Can I guess your age, Cedric? 16. Sweet Thai chili. I don't think I've ever had sweet Thai chili. I really don't think I have. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss too much. I want to see the Vietnam veteran F4E. The harm locked into the tail gun. People talking about Gator not telling you about the gothic lolly girl who... Oh. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, if I see that, I'm probably just gonna shut it off because it's not my thing, man. Love your videos. My older brother serves at Fort Sills in E7. Oh, we might know each other then. If you know a First Sergeant Kyle Brown, that's him. Kyle Brown. No, I was like the only Brown that I know is starts with a T. Trayvon? I can't remember his first name. Also served the Navy Seabees myself. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for being here, KB. I really appreciate it, man. And thank your older brother for his cervix. Look up Dragapult. Tell us the kid's opinion. Dragapult. Okay, hold on. Is that... Hold on. It's a Pokemon that looks like a stealth bomber. I used to love Pokemon, man. This is strange. You know a software and you will do the work, son of a pirate. Okay. Shoot me a DM on... Actually, if you're in the Discord, reach out to one of my mods, and they'll get a hold of me. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me, man. Because like I tell people to DM me somewhere, and then I forget to fucking check those DMs. What are the odds of the U.S. entering DEF CON 1 with Russia? If we go to DEF CON 1, everybody's losing. Everybody's fucking losing. Right now, there's no way to start that fight or to get in there without mutually assured destruction. So we're trying to be chill about it. If you do a Sweden again, look up my Fjörg van der I don't speak Swedish. Oh, I'm yawning, guys. I'm tired. The Swedish baker from Family Guy and makes Sweden talk like him. It's hilarious when he talks. The Swedish baker from Family Guy. All right. I will check. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Frank Cap, unsub guys as a guest. As guest planes? I would love to do that. Sweet and hot is the best combo. Yeah. Would you like a big piss of pee? It's on those. What? It's episode 2 on that part of Gate. Oh, okay. We were at 666. Really? Oh, well, we're at 663 now. Thank you guys for being here. Maybe not having enough pants. Dude, when I read that, I was like, I really just have to say it. Like, there's no way to make a joke that isn't low hanging fruit. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I take the low road, but that one I was like, it's too easy. It's too easy to say that about the Navy. Oh, sorry. The trauma gel is made by Crescillion. I'm not familiar with that company. Hey, you know another Brown HLC? I do. Zach Brown, not the guy with the band. F-22 could date an SH-60. Gets his. I gotta get. She does want to come out. It's just a matter of her schedule and my schedule lining up. Do I like guinea pigs? I know a YouTuber is talking to Elon Musk and Donald Trump about them. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Green screen and green face paint? No. That's the thing. That's what everyone tells me. They're either I gotta put dots all over my face or I have to literally green screen my face. And I'm like, look, if it can work on a damn cell phone, I should be able to get it work on a fucking computer with a 4090 in it. Ayo, first stream of Managed Cash Live. Yeah, normally I stream on Fridays, but it is my anniversary, so we're here a little bit early. Geneva only gave us a bucket list. Jesus, Robin. Good to have you here, by the way. Robin St. Pierre, everybody. Wolfram, it can lock on. Hold on. What are we talking about? They're arguing about harms. I have no idea. I mean, a harm locks on, technically. Yeah. Check that Franklin's okay. Heard the story this week of a bald eagle that ate a raccoon and couldn't take off. It's all those goddamn chicken nuggets. I mean, he's got some junk in the trunk. That's all I'm gonna say. Check out Buzz Bombs from. Isn't Buzz Bombs a booze? Demon Slayer's better. I've been told. You're still choked up about the Navy out of pants. I'm glad you guys enjoy that, man. He would have more viewers if he announced change. I'm sorry, Weapons. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Might get 1,000 if I wore silkies. Well, I'll be right back. I'll go get them. Navy's all about low-hanging fruit. Ooh. See, that's the kind of low-hanging fruit I don't mess with. I know. It's early. It's my anniversary. So, because tomorrow I will be celebrating with Mrs. Linecrosser. I will not be around. So I do appreciate you guys being here. Metal Mania, thank you so much for the donation, my guy. Have I ever watched the movie Generation Kill? I thought it was a TV series, but yes, I did watch all of it. And it's a movie now? That's gotta be like a 30-hour movie. It was a very long TV series. But yes, I did watch it once upon a time. I mean, with a name like Habitual Line Crosser, that low road is underground. I love it. I love it. Navy, never again volunteer yourself. Yes. What would it take to get you to play Command & Conquer Generals? Hold on. I probably won't do it on stream, but it's all about that. I mean, it's even installed. I do love me some Command & Conquer. I fuck with some Command & Conquer. I probably just won't do it on stream. It's a matter of finding, like right now it's all about army and content creation. So like finding spare time to do what I want is really, really difficult. Imagine US making a Q F-22. I'm not familiar with what you're talking about with Q. So Franklin got intercepted. Yeah, for a short period of time, but he's fine. Should we bring back the Tomcat? I love the Tomcat. I love it. And there are some benefits to the Tomcat. I love it's a beautiful aircraft. I really think the Tomcat is when it was peak aircraft for us. It really was, like jet aircraft. But our platforms are just better today. I mean, we could completely redesign it and go for it, but Knox, no, it is not time. Go lay down. Trust me, you're going to be so happy when we hit the 1 hour mark and you get your surprise. You're going to be so happy. Go lay down. Bed. He's sniffing the bag of treats. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the fans. I never apologize. No, I'm just kidding. I always apologize. Ranger panties equals silkies. Yes. Can we get a... Hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Can we get a video of Iranian F4, F5s, and F14 talking trash to F22 and his comebacks? I could do that. I think I've done something like that before. But yeah, I could do that. Oh, sorry, you meant series? Yeah, Generation Kill, yeah. I too have all the CNC games. Yeah, you got that pack. It was on Steam. It was on sale for like $15 and you got like 12 games. So I was like, hell yeah. Oh, Q is drone controlled. Why would you do that? Have I ever played, so I do have War Thunder. I have DCS. I played it for about 10 minutes and then uninstalled it. I couldn't figure out how to start the plane. Now I got it. Some people are like, you know, there's a quick start option. I didn't know that. I downloaded it. I was like, let's give this a shot. And I started hitting switches and shit and nothing happened. I was like, I'm not good. Some creep killed in Germany. How can they be stopped? When will they learn? Oh, some ISIL creep. Honestly, when it comes to world immigration, I don't know what the solution is. That's one of those weird things where like I don't have an opinion when it comes to immigration because, you know, I know for a fact the United States was built on immigration. So how do we go about keeping the bad people out and letting the good people in and boosting our economy? Like how do we go about that? Now you could go the Poland route, which is like fucking nobody. Like Poland doesn't let in shit and they're like, we don't have any problems. Okay, that's fair. And then you see on the far end of the spectrum, they let in everybody and it's causing some serious problems. So like, I don't know what the answer is. Could I do a Hellcat or a Bearcat sit down with the F-22? I do need to do some of the classic planes sitting down with the F-22. You should try Vivid Green Balaclava, the eyes and mouth cut out, and some even lighting with some chroma key. You know, the green balaclava might work, maybe? I don't know. Play Star Wars Republic Commando? I have that. You probably saw that on there. I have a lot of Steam games. No. What is... Oh my god, there we go. Okay, my thing froze. QF-16 is a drone. F-16 MG9 is the Reaper. Q is the drone designation. Oh, yeah, MQ9. Yeah, okay. Also, Noxbark. Speak. No. Oh, my God. Now I got to give him a treat. Speak. Speak. All right, there we go. He jumped up immediately. Here, you get a cookie. Rain, you get a cookie, too. I don't know why she stood right by his butt. If that thing goes off, it's going to blow your ears off. There can be only one Highlander. Boy gets surprise bacon? No, I don't want to grab it because they're going to lose their mind if I do. But there's a little... In 9 minutes, they're going to get the surprise. Is Franklin related to Rudy at VRM30? Is that the one that they like have a change of command and have to pass the raccoon off to people? Look, I want you to know, I made Franklin way before I saw that. I had no idea that was a thing. And then like somebody sent that to me and I was like, shit, people are going to think I stole this. I guess great minds think alike. Is someone scratching on the door? No. Better not be. Have I ever played War Thunder at DCS? If so, your thoughts. I have played War Thunder. I played DCS for like 10 minutes. War Thunder, I think the highest I've ever gotten is like level like tier 4. So I'm still like end of World War II tanks and stuff, and planes. So I wouldn't know. Like these dudes who are super sweats and play like 40 hours a freaking week, and yeah, I don't got that time. Missed that pack guy. Stealth Tomcat is an oxymoron, not the regular army moron, just an oxymoron. You're not going to be here tomorrow night. What am I supposed to do on a Friday night? Talk to girls. They have cooties. Look, man. What you got to do. I'm going to tell you guys, for you single gentlemen out there, Brian, you may or may not be single. I got it. You were making a joke. That's fine. For you single gentlemen out there, I'm going to tell you the secret. Marshalls. I don't know what it is, man, but every basic white woman, actually, honestly, it's all women. They just show up to Marshalls on a weekend. Just go to Marshalls. I'm telling you, walk around. Like, you know how women are like, I'll walk around Home Depot and act like I'm lost to get a boyfriend. Walk around Marshalls and act like you have no idea what you're looking for. Guarantee you'll get a phone number. Marshalls, man. Telling you. It's the trick. I don't know why they go there. I didn't even know Marshalls was a thing until I married my wife, until we started dating. She's like, let's go to Marshalls. I don't know what Marshalls is. So I showed up and I was like, oh, there's literally one other dude in there and he was married. And he's just like, hey, like everyone else in there female. That's what AI girls are for nowadays. Or that option. Rip to Moonfish. I heard about that. The Ukrainian F-16 pilot on CNN and NATO. He shot down 3 cruise missiles, 1 drone, and crashed somehow when he was approaching his next target. Died saving the lives of others. I do fuck with that, man. I again don't know what happened. We don't know all the details. Like we have Ukrainian claims and Russian claims, and I take both with a grain of salt. Fuck, I always fuck up that. You know, the solution is at final. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to say that. I shouldn't have read that out loud. Boom. Hold on. A10. I have brought in the A10. I just haven't used them in a while. I really need to use the A10 more. Do I ever play Tribes and Tribes 2? I've never played Tribes. War Thunder is mediocre. To each their own. You know, I don't really like, the only game that I'm like, it is absolutely phenomenal is Titanfall 2. Like that's the only thing, like, and Borderlands. My whole right leg is Borderlands. Movie. We're not going to talk about the movie. F-22 and Floridas have been eating QF4s and 16s. Really? I love it. F-22, like this is the thing. We don't produce something unless it's beaten what it was designed to be better than. Like it's really strange. We don't do that. We don't just like, we're going to build this plane because it looks cool. It's like, okay, that plane may look cool. Can it kill this other plane that has a 104-0 kill-death ratio? Yeah, it did. Very well. Sometimes like 3-1, it won. Actually, I think it might have been 4-1. Happy anniversary. Anyway, ships like the USS Midway will be involved in the make fun of Russian and Chinese carriers. I really should bring in some old boats and to make fun of some of the Russian naval power, just because it is kind of laughable. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to yawn in y'all's face. I promise. I'm tired. You need Maple Glory implemented on standard NATO tactics. Default solution straight out of the Geneva bucket list. Hey man, I think I mentioned that on that last Unsub episode. I was like, look, guys, we could just give all this to Canada and Poland, who are both jonesing for some like war crime stuff, and then just kind of look the other way. They'd be like, America, I don't know what's going on over there. There's this shiny thing over here, man. Like, we're just looking at this. We're not even gonna look. I think that like it should be part of America's policy. Here's the thing: the bad guys are arming terrorists. So I'm not saying Canada and Poland are terrorists by no means, but I'm just saying like they want to arm somebody else and go fight. It shouldn't be a hard press for us to be like, here you go. Wow, would you look at that over there? Like, I don't think that should be a problem. You forgot Home Goods and TJ Maxx. You're right. Well, Chandler, I'm gonna fight with you on one thing. Okay, Home Goods, yes, absolutely. TJ Maxx, same environment, different type of group, at least in my experience. In TJ Maxx, lower income, usually several baby daddies. I would avoid the TJ Maxx thing, but that's again personal experience, to each their own. Hobby Lobby, yeah, but Hobby Lobby, sometimes you get like, I mean, again, if religion is important too, that's perfectly fine, but sometimes you get like the uber religious in there in Hobby Lobby. So, be careful. Only a Lawton. That's Mrs. HLC chiming in. I can't guarantee comfort, but I would bet money the balaclava would do the trick as long as the lighting is even and no shadows. Well, I do have this light right up here that you guys see on my face, and it is literally at 15%. I can make some light. All right, I'll try the balaclava. If the balaclava works and it's that simple, and I can just magic mask out the balaclava, we might be onto something here, boys. Mrs. Linecrosser, if you're watching this, go on Amazon and get me a bright green balaclava that I can wear that has the eyes and mouth cut out of it. Let's give that a shot. Honestly, War Thunder is much more fun with friends, and air battles you can progress faster. I have 2,000 hours and still play. Jesus. I do like the air battles, but I'm better at the tank battles. I tell you right now, the American M13 multiple motor gun carriage, the quad 50 or even the dual 50, you can pen a lot of tanks with that thing. I remember it was my last vehicle I had, and I wiped out like 6 tanks and took C by myself with just the quad 50. I got very lucky, but still. My mom likes Ross and Marshalls. Gotta use the bathroom and take a crap turn. Aegis. Look, did you watch the recent Unsub episode? I spoke highly of Aegis. Man, I thought we were on the same team here. I'm gonna go poke a hole in your boat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk out there with a little pocket knife and I'm gonna poke a hole in your boat. Where do you think the kid learned to speak Pashtrandra? Yeah, those are words. Trash Panda. Wow. HLC, sorry I missed you at Camp Grayling a couple weeks back. I'm a civilian that works in the Michigan National Guard. Oh, I'm hoping to get back up there in the near future. But it's okay that you missed me, man. I literally, we shot in and we were there for 2 days and we were gone. Yeah. Is it pecan or pecan? It's pecan. And I say that, hold on, stay with me here, folks. My wife is from New Mexico. Now that may not mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but one of New Mexico's largest exports is pecans. And these pecans are grown larger than like every other pecan in the frickin' world, which Asia buys the living shit out of New Mexican pecans. So she says it's pecan. I'm going to say it's pecan. Want the P38 Ace, a quad ace. What? The P? Oh, yeah. It was 15-1. I stand corrected. I know the 22 is good. I guess I don't know exactly how good off the top of my head. Look at the way the good boy is watching Dad talk. He is the bestest boy. That is my dude, man. Knox he's 10 years old. He is 10 years old this year. He just turned 10. He's an old boy. Just subbed to your channel, bro. Didn't know you did long form videos, much less live streams. Thought it was only shorts. Don't touch my boats. Hey, Eric, I'm glad you're here, man. Alcoholism is on the left. Depression is on the right. Be careful you don't trip and fall into any feelings. My work is done here. Good day. Army strong, not army smart. Aegis! Poke holes in your boat. But yes. Well, I'm glad you're here. And you guys should all be excited. Saturday, my next USA versus the World drops. And I've had this one kind of locked in the chamber, and I hope you guys like it, because I got another one planned up here that I think you guys are also going to love. I think I'm kind of getting into the groove of things. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. Canada is now telling student immigrants to leave, probably because they overstayed their visas. That part of Canada's Geneva checklist. Canada's in some weird, and I think the Canadians in chat will agree with me here. They're kind of in some weird growing pains. I don't know anything about Justin Trudeau. It's just I know all Canadians that I've ever spoken to either love him unconditionally or hate the ground he walks on. Like, there is no in between. I've never met a middle of the ground Canadian who's like, he's all right. Like, I don't know if they exist. I've never met one. No clue. But Canada's in some growing pains right now because they want to remodernize. They realize they need to remodernize, but they haven't for obvious financial reasons, which could be due to, I don't know what the reason. Look, I don't know enough about Canadian politics to truly understand everything that is going on in there. We've all decided it has to be a full GIMP suit. No, I'm not wearing a... You know what'll happen is if I wear a green GIMP suit, Mrs. Linecrosser, I'm going to be in the middle of filming a video. She's going to walk through the door and you're just going to see in a fucking... What the fuck, man? You should find Wargaming streamer any game with him. I need to. I wish... Honestly, once I get out, there are things that are non-negotiables for me, right? Like, I don't want to give up doing my shorter, slapstick humor news stories. That's a non-negotiable for me. I don't want to give up my Friday, normally Friday, but it is Thursday, and I have extenuating circumstances this week. I don't want to give up the stream because I really enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy the interaction, the questions you ask, and I try and give you some perspective. And honestly, I have a great time with you guys. So I really enjoy doing that. I don't want to skip out on that. And but once I'm out and I have a little bit more time, that is absolutely something I would be interested in doing, is maybe like getting with some video game streamers and doing some stuff like that. Oh man, it jumped again. I hate it when it does that. We are farmers. That's a shirt? What? Yeah, well, it was a shirt. I took it down. It wasn't, you guys didn't really seem interested in it, which is okay. An F111 character. I do want to enter in the aardvark. Real men have small dogs. You didn't see it yet. Hold on.
So here's the deal. Patriot can cover the land, Aegis will cover the other 3/4 of the earth. P.S. Can we get to Army/Navy wager for this year's game?
Ooh.
You wearing a DDG 56 shirt on a stream seems a pretty good wager. Love your bud.
I would be interested in that, but here's the thing: what do you lose in this? But I did want to show you. Real men have small dogs. Mrs. Linecrosser is going to pick him up this weekend. His name is Fritz. I can't wait to meet him. Very excited. But yes, he is a Chinese crested. An F111 character. I do want to add in the Aardvark. It's such an iconic aircraft. It's got to be an iconic character. It can't just be a throwaway character. It can't just be my regular voice. I got to have it good. And I did come up with another voice, and I just haven't found a reason to use it yet.
Would you intercept me?
Unknown!
I'd intercept me.
Not that we'd stand much of a chance given we're quite literally the definition of a fallen empire. Stellaris fans, you're welcome, but US versus UK? Just would we even do anything before dying? I get there's the best special forces argument, but still.
Yeah, numbers do help a lot, and I love my British friends. I do plan on doing US versus UK. It is on my list, as well as I was like, man, maybe I'll do a US versus EU. Spoiler alert, there's like 40 countries in the EU. Do you have any idea how much homework that would be to try and get those numbers? Like, holy shit. So I may partition off part of the planet and throw those at each other. I don't know, but UK is absolutely on my list, and thank you so much for the donation, my dude. Annoyingly, apologetics adore him, but us Geneva Czech bucket listers hate him. There is no in between. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know enough about Canadian politics to really make an assessment there. You should do a video: historical capital ships that sit at the bottom of the sea are talking, greeting new capital ships. Enjoy. That's actually not a half bad idea. I kind of like that idea. This is pretty good. The 111 character, it'll be on my list. Make his voice slurpy? Why would I make the F-111 slurpy? If I could do a good Sam Elliott voice, ladies and gentlemen, I would be in Hollywood. Will we see the bone again? Yes. There's, especially when I get to Protocol 3, Protect the Pod. Protocol 4. Yes, I forgot about Protocol 4. I'm going to show this to you guys real quick. And then we'll read Blind Gamers. For the anniversary, they get Puppy Cake Pops. So, we're going to give Knox... He'll get the white one. Because he is a white dog. I don't know how to undo this. He got up immediately. He's standing right next to the chair and breathing heavily. All right, there's one. All right, you gonna jump up? All right, okay, you're standing on my headphone cord. There you go, good boy. All right, Miss Rain. Okay, there we go. And Miss Rain. Come on, Rain. Come on, Rain. Come on, Rain. Come on. No one ever gets to see you jump up. Come on. There we go. Can you see her? Oh. There we go. She's like, I'm going back to my bed. I'm going to eat it. All right, what is up, man? Love your content. What is my favorite plane? My favorite plane, if I were to just pick, like, no specific genre of plane, and it was just, what is your favorite plane? It's going to be the F4U Corsair. And you might be wondering, why didn't you make it a character? Because I haven't created a character that I feel like could do that thing justice. And the reason I like the F4U Corsair is it was a punching up story. They were fighting jet MiGs. The username is accurate. Thank you so much, my good sir. I actually got this username from one of my old commanders. And he's like, you are a habitual line crosser. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you know why you're not in trouble? I was like, mm-mm. He's like, because you're damn good at what you do. And that's how everyone in this world should be. You get away with shit. I mean, like, I'm not the big shit. Like, I don't do anything like, you know, sexual harassment or anything like that. But like, I may like yell at somebody who outranks me because they did something stupid. And I get that top head cover because I'm damn good at what I do. Happy anniversary, Pogue. Well, thank you. I like being a Pogue. Dude came in here flexing his low ASVAB score. And I'm just fucking with you, man. I do love the infantry. You guys remind me how good I have it. Somebody said they had a real serious question. I wanted to try and... Learner, I have a... Wait. Serious question. I have to know if you know about Elon Musk vowing to save NASA's astronauts who have been stuck in space for over 2 months. They weren't NASA's. They were Boeing's. But yes. I heard about that. I don't know any details on it. B-21, what kind of voice would it have? So I did bring the B-21 in one time. I made a video about it, and it had like a little kid's voice, and I did that. But I probably need to change that up. I want you guys to know it's juicy in here. The Anteater from Pink Panther. What? What are we talking about? Nox is what we call a gringo breed. He is. Nox, get away from hers. She's eating. Did you eat yours already? The whole thing? No, don't sniff the bag of cookies, you fat ass. I love you so much, but go to bed. Go lay down. Bed. Nox, bed. Rain's still trying to figure out how to eat hers. She hasn't figured it out yet. Nox, bed. Bed. The B1R still continuing development. I think they dropped the R variant. They didn't do it. And it's because the B-21 is supposed to be replacing the B-2s and the B-1s. Not the B-52. That guy, he is forever. He is staying here. Grandpa Buff is going to outlive me. Okay? I'm come to terms with that. I'm going to be 80 years old making jokes about Grandpa Buff still in the fight. That's what's going to happen. I cast upon Russia, Trudeau's your defense budget. That means that Russia's defense budget is scuttled so low their only option is to turn the other cheek. Not harassing the sexuals is a good idea, HLC. That's fair. I don't do that. F4U, love it as a Marine's my favorite because Pappy Boyington. I don't know who Pappy Boyington is. Now I'm going to have to write that down. I'm going to have to add that to the list because I don't know who that is. I got screwed over even though I was the best at my MOS in the Army. That's fair, man. The Army, I'm going to say this, and this is probably going to get, you know, me in a little bit of trouble, but honestly, I don't care anymore. The Army needs to hear the hard truth. And the hard truth is that they started this people first initiative, but they have no idea how to put people first, because putting people first means getting rid of redundancies in doctrine and redundancies in protocol, allowing people to have easier lives and get the job done. Putting people first means taking care of them when they're at work and when they're at home. Putting people first means investing the money into mental health that a lot of soldiers need instead of waiting to have some kind of emergency and then telling people, hey, the chaplain is available after one of your soldiers ends their own lives. Okay, so the way the Army did people first is they said they're putting people first, and what that really was like was 1860 in Georgia, and you're on the outside of a plantation and you put up a poster that says people first. We care about your feelings. Get back to work. We're not going to change anything to make sure you actually, you know, someone gives a shit about you. We're not going to change any of the policies. We're not going to actually make anything better on the service members. We're just going to say that we're putting people first. This has been my TED Talk. Sorry. Oh, man. Just came in time, messaged on here earlier. Didn't know if you saw it. Did you hear about the Ukrainian F-16 went down intercepting Russian missiles? I did. I don't know the full details of when he went down or the circumstances, but I did hear an F-16 pilot went down. His name was Moon something. Yes, I did. I did hear about him. Love you. Love you as always. Look forward to more. Thank you, Army Artilleryman. I do love the Arty guys. I don't know if you saw that recent unsub episode. I did talk about the 13 Juliets and how I have a friend who y'all love ending humans. By the way, air show this weekend, F4E was flying. Ooh. That is pretty funny. So an F4U Corsair, my favorite plane, and then the Growler is something I am incredibly terrified of. Like, it's just, as a radar guy, it scares me. And the reason it scares me, and the only reason, like, I would, like, because this is the thing, I've never trained with Growlers. I've never, like, radiated a Growler. I don't know, like, it's never done anything like that to me. Aegis operators don't like the Growler. Therefore, I know that thing is, like, better at everything, and I hope Aegis isn't in here, better at everything than my Patriot system, and if it scares them, it absolutely terrifies me. The Mighty Mo, America loves his boats. I honestly, I want to go see the Mighty Mo. Pavlov, your dog, play a sound every time he eats. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong button. What is this one?
I hope the Brits are ready for this Boston tea bag that I'm going to give them.
That's fair.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Sorry. I forgot I had those sound effects. You were a pogue too? Chaplain is available 3 weeks from next Friday. Exactly. People first. Into the rock quarry. Here's a pickaxe and bucket. Bingo. Don't micromanage and listen to people. It's almost like people know how to take care of people. And yeah. In an infantry battalion got a 95 on the ASVAB. Why? You could have done so much gooder. Where did I buy those treats? There was there's a store in town called Pet Sense. It's from Tractor Supply. Like they're the owners of Pet Sense, and they had them in there, and I was like, those are pretty cool. So I got them for the puppies. With a bunch of people I actually have experience with, join our Discord. Listen, weapons, okay? I got it. I say things that give you like the tism. I get it. But you ain't gotta call me out like that. Sappers lead the way. Nah, I can't fuck with that. And he's absolutely true. Sappers led my platoon all the way out most of the time. Well, sometimes. And the times that they didn't, bad things happened. Or we chose not to do roads. Like, we had a rule. When we didn't have engineers or EOD with us, we didn't use roads. We did a lot of mountaineering. Over walls, over buildings, through fields, through, ravines and rivers. And yeah, we did not use roads. Bad Dog, did he take it? Nox, you better not have took that shit from Rain. I doubt he did. She'll bite him. If you could name a squadron, what would you name it? I'm going with a squadron of growlers called the Tooth Wigglers. I never thought about naming a squadron. I don't know. I would have to like figure out what the squadron's job is, because like there's some cool fucking call signs and shit overseas. Like there's Brimstone, Overshadow, Kingpin. Like there's a whole bunch of different brevity. Well, not, I mean those are just call signs. You don't know who they are. Those are just words. But yeah, you didn't hear Clunge. Cast upon the Growler V2. No, you don't. Robin St. Pierre. You do not put that shit on me. E6 Growler, E18 Growler. E18. EA18. Wow, that's Hold on, I just read that. I shouldn't have. I was talking about my username. Oh, my bad. If the F-14 comes back, I need to make it transform from plane into mech like Macross. If we get mechs, I'll re-enlist. I was thinking if you play a soothing sound or something while he's eating, he'll then stop playing it when he's done. Oh, yeah. He's currently licking the carpet next to my foot. I want more info on the Growler. Too bad it's advanced. I probably won't get to know. No, I don't even know everything about the Growler. My brother was aviation systems. He did test cell and like whatever. Well, originally he did test cell and then he got promoted and up, and then he was in charge of the Growlers on the fucking ship. Like he maintained all 6 Growlers they had on his ship, and yeah, he won't tell me a lot about them. I can't. You should have the kid go back in time and scare the shit out of some MiGs and Zeros. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I would just have to like build up to it, you know? Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. It's still fun to say. I didn't know that statement would get as wide as it did. Like I didn't know it would end up everywhere. And I am incredibly thankful for all of you. Nox is trying to steal a tree. He better not be. I will tell you, Rain may be small, but she will bite the shit out of him. And Nox, he's a big dude, but he is an absolute wuss. He is an incredible wuss. Aren't you, bud? You're a big old wuss, huh? Oh, that's my nuts. Oh, that hurt, dude. No, you're not getting any more treats. You are fat. Do you not see that you are fat? You are fat. Speak. Okay. No, you're not getting any more. Nox, you had way too much. You're probably gonna puke and like paint the room with your shit. Sorry, I gotta scroll back up. It did it again. I hate that. The Chihuahuas. He did. Double D. That's my dog. Skull-Lud. I need to do that more. He didn't get the macros ref. I'm sorry. Mrs. HLC will let us know when or if he messes up. I am batting 1,000 this weekend so far, gentlemen, ladies, all 1.5 ladies that are probably in here. Hang on, how many people got? 637. There's probably, I see Haven ladies, so there's probably 2 women in here. Well, Mrs. Linecrosser, there's at least 2. There we go. The kid sent to World War II. How happy is he? I don't know, because here's the thing. Yeah, he'll get a lot of intercepts, but he's going to run out of munitions really fast because there was just so many planes in the sky. Like, it's really weird. What was it? In the, what was it? The Battle of Britain? Wasn't there like 2,500 German aircraft in the air or something like that? It was some crazy astronomical amount. And that's nuts considering, like, right now, the United States has a total of like 5,000 combat aircraft. Which is a shit ton, don't get me wrong, but like that was half of what America has nowadays in one battle. That's crazy. A USAFA Cadet Squadron 20 renamed themselves from the Trolls to the Red Tails to honor the Tuskegee Airmen. That's awesome. I will be honest with you, I have not done much homework on the Tuskegee Airmen. I really should. I know, like, I haven't seen the movie Red Tails. I did watch Devotion. Not a good movie. Like, honestly, the whole way the movie was portrayed, like, the movie was good up until the end, and then it was like, this is awful. This is terrible. Guala Squad be called, ooh, I'm not reading that out loud, Brian Phillips. Does the military come up with code names for operations, for example, Operation Crossroads? Usually, so what you have is the JFC, the Joint Forces Commander. And the reason there's a Joint Forces Commander, we actually learned this lesson in Operation Anaconda in 2001 in the Shikot Valley. It was, Shikot Valley. That's also where the only Medal of Honor recipient that's ever been like on video, John Chapman, because he was abandoned by the rest of his team and he fought alone. But anyways, the only ever videotaped Medal of Honor happened during Operation Anaconda. But anyways, so you have your Joint Forces Commander, and then below them you have the JFAC, which is the Joint Forces Air Component Commander, Joint Forces, and then the JFLIC, which is the Joint Forces Land Component Commander, and then the JFMIC, which is the Joint Forces Maritime Component Commander. And then below them, it all breaks down different ways. But anyways, whoever is in charge of the operation usually makes up the name. Sorry. Brain no worky today. All right, here we go. Nope, Rangers lead the way. I mean, this is the thing. I could say no, they don't. I could. But certain things that have happened throughout history with like Rogers Rangers and Point Du Hoc would prove me wrong. So I could say that. He barked when my daughter says, good boy, from across the apartment. That's awesome. Knox, are you licking her bed? He looked right back at me as soon as I said, are you licking her bed? And just wagged his tail looking at me. You're a lady? Oh, see, ex-ballerina? Okay, we got a few of y'all in here. Okay, there's at least 4. You know, I look, I pay attention to my analytics, and I know that I do not, I do not normally appeal to the female, what's the word I'm looking for? Preference? Yeah, we'll go with that. So I know where I sit. It's okay. The only reason, this is the thing, guys, there's 3 things on social media that sell, right? Sex, controversy, and comedy. Controversy is unsustainable. I don't really mess with that too much, and I like making jokes. And sex, I know what I look like. So obviously, if I have this following, I'm fucking hilarious. And I know that. I've come to terms with that. Drone footage is phenomenal. It is. Yeah, it was John Chapman. Who's going to do the voice of the Red Tail. See, that I feel like will get me abandoned. He was not abandoned. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this and then gonna do the voice of the Red Tail. It was I feel like I could get canceled if I don't pick the right voice of the Red Tail. So it's like the same thing, like if I were to do a Buffalo Soldiers character and I didn't pick the right voice, I would get very fucking canceled. So G Costigan says he was not abandoned. John Chapman. Okay. Yes and no. All right, stay with me. He told them that he was going to hold them off like while his guys got out of there, which is honorable. But what I get secondhand from people who are in the teams is that like that's not something they ever do. If one of you is going to die, all of you are going to die there with him. So while to us it was like the honorable thing, hey, get out of here, I'll hold him as best I can. Yeah, but to the teams that was a very like again, secondhand. I don't know all the details. Ever heard of Razgriz Squadron, a cool OADF squadron from the Ace Combat series? Oh, bro, a lot of people have asked me to play Ace Combat. I have never played it. I've just time. I play a lot of survival. I like games that are just like boring. Like I like Star Citizen because I like shipping and mining and scrapping, like just boring shit. I don't go do, sweaty stuff. Begin as War Dog, but then framed by Belkan nationalists and become Razgriz. I don't know anything about it, Robin St. Pierre. Dog is dog. Oh, hold on. Here we go. What is up, HLC Cowboy? How you doing? Thank you so much for the donut. First time I've caught a stream. I'm a mechanic apprentice. That's good fucking work, man. If World War III broke out, would they make me a mechanic for the army? Is it weird that I want to see action? So here's the thing. 2 things there. Number 1, they would try and push you into a field you're already experienced in because it would be beneficial to the war effort. But number two, just because you're a mechanic doesn't mean you'll stay a mechanic. Matter of fact, I ran patrols in Afghanistan on my feet, my Lamborghinis, with my infantry platoon buddies, because we got plussed up. We were a combined arms battalion, 2 companies of armor, 2 companies of infantry. Infantry companies are pretty large. Armor companies are not. So the infantry companies plussed us up. So half of my platoon was literally infantry, and our gun team was our mechanics, and they walked with us everywhere. So just because you're a mechanic doesn't mean you will stay a mechanic. It kind of comes down to, bodies all at once, or, just whoever's available. It was a lot at once. Sorry, my bad. Have I seen Nick's video on Dick Bonk? I have not. Saw you trying the Mines of Moria game. How is it for you? It's definitely not a solo game. Again, I like base building, and it's a perpetual dungeon crawl. So if I get like with a team, I think I'll have a lot of fun playing it. But right now, solo, it sucks. Demographic is the word. Thank you, Chandler. The DO needs to hire people to come up with better names. The military has worse names than badly translated anime. Well, we're trying. The Hades, I thought was a really cool name. I own a tank periscope. I used to have one. I don't know. I think I got rid of it. Reach out to Yusha. I've never met Yusha. I've never talked to Yusha. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Nox is doing the Hoover impression. He is. Can you stop licking that bit? No, don't come over here, you fat. I'm not going to give you anything else. Go lay down. Bed. Don't lick it. Lay in it. I love this dog, but gosh. Oh man, I gotta scroll up. All right. YouTube was giving me trouble. Couldn't reply earlier. I did see the unsub podcast, and yes, Artie guys love ending people because it screams freedom. Like, Artie guys, man, y'all are just. So this is the thing. I'm gonna be totally transparent. I have met infantry guys who have taken human lives. I've met special forces guys, SEALs, things like that have taken human life. I've met a lot of different people, and usually they're pretty like. It's not like they're scared to talk about it. It really depends on the person. It's just not like it's kind of part of the job. Like it's like someone coming up to you and being like, "Hey, what's the worst part of your job?" Arty guys are completely different. Arty guys are like, "Yeah, dude. So this guy, right? He was in this vehicle. He was hauling ass, and like we had a rocket assisted round, and I watched the doors fly off. Anyways, they went out there and found his foot. Like they're just so pumped about it. It's really strange." You had a ride report on Operation Anaconda at SLC. Chapman was an air combat controller. You were a former student. Now I feel a little called out. That's fair. That's fair. JC the Music Man. We all have to. I have to grade those essays. It's been a little while since I graded them. You have any form of cancer, can you still get in the military? If it is in remission, I believe so. It's not for sex that we're here. Yep, that's fair. I play Star Citizen as a space trucker. That's what I do, man. I usually run. I'll take my Drake Corsair usually because it has a little bit more. It can take a little bit more punishment because lately people have been getting super sweaty, and I'll run gold from Daymar SCD-1 to Area 18, and I just boom, boom, boom. And I mean, you can get a pretty good load of gold over there and get a couple $100,000 per load, so it's not bad. Got here late, gotta leave again. Just wanted to say love your work, keep it up, appreciate you. Also check your Instagram DMs. I will. Skill Gap, I will check. Sometimes I will be honest with you. I check my DMs and there's nothing in there. Like, people say, "Hey, I shot you DM," and it just never gets through to me. It's not even in my message requests. First person shooter sandbox campaigns and side quests. Yep. We're building a Star Citizen Oregon Discord. Join us. Phoenix, I'm part of the org. I need to do some scrapping again. We should get a team together for some scrapping. I should try Aska. What is Aska? ASKA? I'm not familiar. Slate Raid, thank you so much for the donation, my dude. Factorio, no, I can't do Factorio, man. It was either Factorio or something else. One of my buddies, he used to, I say he was my buddy. He was my buddy until I found out about this. He used to straight line or mainline Adderall, crushed up Adderall off of his kitchen counter and play Factorio for like days straight and never stop. The hydrogen bomb blast on Bikini Atoll was much bigger boom than was expected. Well, we test it. That's why we test it. I just learned about a nuclear missile silo in Arkansas that blew up in the 70s. I had no idea this happened. No clue. There's actually some really cool details about it, but I learned all about it because I learned things. Mustard's the best condiment because A, it's spicy, or B, it's gassing. Maple Glory forever. Did you just say mustard is spicy? I mean, I have holly mustard. I have mustard that has jalapenos in it, and like, it's delicious. If you guys have never had holly mustard, change your life. But B, it's gas. I don't know what gassing means. It tastes like pickles to me. Like, that's why I like it. Can you join the military with diabetes? No, not that I'm aware of, Apple Pie. I believe if you're in and you become diabetic, they actually chapter you out and you get, benefits for life. Your leadership ever watch Unsub and ask you what the fuck? I don't know if they watch Unsub. They watch some of my videos and they're like, oh, hey, it's don't say that. Like they made me, they just said, hey, don't do stuff in like unit clothing, which is fine. What would I name a squadron of Sky Wardens? Someone's probably going to take this shit too serious, but corn pop. Fucking, they're crop dusters that are just armed to the teeth. They're corn pop. That's fuck it. That's what we're going with. Is he still? Okay, no, the big one wants the little bed now. Ever play Hard Space Shipbreaker? You can scrap old ships to pay off your debts. I saw it, but dude, if you've ever seen the way Star Citizen breaks down ships, it's really cool. Like you just get to scrape the whole hull of the ship, and then after you get all that and you print it out, and then you get to just fracture the ship and rip it apart. It's really cool. Mustard is gross. I'll take the gas. No. Oh, he's talking about mustard gas. Oh yeah. No, that's fair. That's what it took me far longer than I care to admit. Can't wait for Black Ops 6. No thanks. I'm out of the Call of Duty game, guys. Number one, they're reselling you the same shit they had years ago. Number two, I adamantly disagree with a lot of the decisions Activision has made. And number three, I'm too fucking old to compete on that level. It stresses me out, man. Oh, man. David Burke saw the Unsub episode. Never heard of a chemical weapon called mustard. I'm sorry, Robin. It took me a minute. I didn't think we were talking about mustard gas. Did you guys know that a certain mustache man in World War II, who was just not a very nice guy, did you know that he actually took a small hit from mustard gas in World War I? Which is why his mustache was originally like this and it ended up like that, because back then that wouldn't allow you to seal a mask. I didn't know that. Learned that pretty recently. With the cowboy? Diabetes. There we go. 68 whiskey assigned to Artie. Would you consider doing military consulting for movies, TV, video games, etc.? Absolutely, I would. I think that with my insight, we could make a way better air defense movie than Interceptor. Interceptor was awful. It's terrible. What? Said, oops, repeat, my bad. Never say repeat on the radio. 68 whiskey aside, already there's a major disconnect that allowed that mentality. That's fair. Yeah, Artie guys don't have to see what's going on, man. Just got here. How's it going? Well, we are watching Nox try and fit his fat ass in that little bed. Steam has the ID bundle, all the old Quake games. Ooh. It's been a while since I played Quake, man. But I never played real Quake. I always just put in the cheat codes. and ran through. Same thing with Duke Nukem 3D. That's what I used to do. Way better to chill and run freight. I love running freight. I love it. It's honestly, I just point my ship where it needs to go and I take off. And then when I get there, I land. I should probably pick, I mean, Area 18 is a good place to sell gold. It gives you the highest yield. But God, it takes forever, number one, to land a damn ship there because you don't know where the airfield is. And then when you get off of the ship, you then have to get a train to the main area so that way you can go over to TDD. And for some reason, that door of TDD takes, you got to stand at the door for like 5 solid seconds, which seems like an eternity, and wait for the doors to automatically open. It sucks. And then you sell, and then you got to go right back out. Can a laser shoot down a hypersonic missile? I guess it depends. I mean, light is faster than a hypersonic, right? So a hypersonic is anything topside of Mach 5 or 1 mile a second or 1.6 kilometers per second. I like using the miles per second and kilometers per second because sound travels at different speeds depending on how much air is there. So different elevation, Mach is different, but they use a kind of... Sorry, I'm getting way too into my head there. But laser moves at the speed of light, which is 300,000 kilometers a second, give or take. But detection is difficult, and then you'd have to heat the outside enough that it, you know, a hypersonic object is going to have a large amount of heat shielding because it's going to get really, really hot from the friction of just hitting air and creating that plasma shield, I guess, plasma coating. So theoretically, but you'd have to see it from a good ways out. Yeah. Can you please give me some advice for future officers, especially if they want to be Marines? Okay, so here's the thing. I will give you advice for an officer that is not my advice. It is advice from Mad Dog Mattis. He was giving a speech at, I believe it was West Point. This is when he was the Secretary of Defense. And he gave a very long, you know, drawn out speech about leadership and everything like that. And then right before he walked off, he said these words. He said, "Listen to your NCOs." And he walked off the stage. This is the thing. Listening to your NCOs doesn't always mean that you're going to take what they say as like gospel. Sometimes listening to them means absorbing their bullshit and being like, I know that this person is incapable of doing things without being told how to do them. So listen to your NCOs. That's what I'll tell you. That's the best I can give for that. If I play Star Citizen, I'll go full kid mode and make people scared of me. I wouldn't do that if I were you. There's always a bigger fish, man. There's always a bigger fish. Star Citizen, the thing I like about Star Citizen is it shows you how great of a community that gaming will have if you punish griefers. So people who go and just hunt other people down, they get what's called a crime stat. Okay, cool. I'm a criminal. Yeah, it's just like GTA, right? I just got to hide behind a dumpster. No, it doesn't go away. Ever. And then if you are killed, which they're going to hunt you down and other players are going to hunt you down because that's just what they do, you don't wake up in like a hospital like you like normally would and go just back to your, you know, respawn your ship, you know, do an insurance claim or whatever. No, you wake up in prison and have to mine for hours, like actual time of hours to get out. It's wonderful. I love it. This might make you laugh. CS gas doesn't affect me other than clear my sinuses. Oh, you were one of those guys. Yeah, I am not immune to CS gas. The first time I got gassed is in basic training 2009. And at first I was trying to get, you know, my social out and all that other stuff. And then after a little while, it was every bit of air I could get into my lungs was used to scream because I was fucking dying. It was awful. Congrats on the anniversary. Thank you so much. HLC GovX discounts on my website for people. Hawkins Co. Leather. Well, thank you so much, my dude. I don't know what I would purchase of leather, but I'll go take a look. I don't mind. Yeah, probably part of the reason. Yeah, World War I was rough, man. Thank you, Too Slow. Thank you so much for the donation, my dude. Duke 3D is free on Steam. It has add-on maps. I may have to go check that out. Aska is a Viking survival game with base building. I think I saw that. I didn't get it because I'm still waiting for the next update of Enshrouded. They just did an update of Enshrouded, but they didn't add anything else to the map. There's nowhere else to explore. There's no really new cool shit. It was just like, okay. So I haven't played it. When they do another good update, I will get back into it. About the Mustache Man taking a hit of mustard gas, I learned it in optional 20th century history classes, secondary 5. Secondary 5 is around... No shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I went to... I watched a documentary on it. I was like, that's crazy. Feature film idea. The kid. Make it. I will try. Congratulations on the anniversary. Thank you so much. Trayvon Crawford. I appreciate it. You could make it go away? Hold on, Wolfram. I know if you have, was it crime stat 2 or below, you can land and then you can pay it off. But anything topside of that, if you try and land, they'll shoot you down. I only know this because I had a 3 and I couldn't go anywhere. I accidentally had a 3. Somebody shot at me and I shot back and I got a crime stat. Bullshit. Star Citizen players have a solid community because they all went into debt. You're not wrong. To play a beta release. They're all in it together and all that. Yeah, honestly, like it's pretty cool in general. If you jump into Star Citizen, you're like, hey, I'm new. Can someone show me how to play this? They will like, all right, man, hey, show up. And every once in a while, you'll run into a griefer. But in that game, money talks. Money talks. So like, I'll be mining and I have a lot of money saved up and I'm just, whatever, I'm just mining. And I had a dude one time, he landed next to me and he was like, or he was hovering around and kind of like showing off. Obviously, he could take my ship, no fucking questions asked, whatever. And then he landed because I was in a Gray Cat and he was like, hey, if you you need to give me $1 million or is $100,000, 100,000 AUEC, whatever, and I won't destroy your ship. Tried to blackmail, or not blackmail, what is it? Fucking extort me. It's like, okay, I'll make you a deal. I was like, I'll give you 10 grand, you leave me alone, or I give somebody else $1 million to hunt your bitch ass down. And he was like, I'll take the 10 grand. Good choice. It's a real good choice. You just made 10 grand. Good job. So, yeah. What books would you recommend went through the Unsubscribed podcast? I heard you recommend Unbreakable about the Bataan Death March, but I couldn't find it. I'll be honest with you. I really like sci-fi novels. And like young people sci-fi novels. I haven't read in a while. I need to start reading again. I just don't have time to read. I do love the Ender's Game series. Ender's Game, Ender's Shadow, Speaker for the Dead are all solid. Ender's Shadow is my personal favorite, but after that, kind of fall off. What the hell's the name of that one? Artemis Fowl. I love those series. Got it for they're for like young adults and kids. I don't care. They're fun. They got a really cool story. Slate Raid, thank you so much for the donation, my dude. Oh, it jumped down again. At this rate, we're going to need a daily update from Franklin if it's trash day or not. I'm glad you guys like the trash day videos. That was Mrs. Linecrosser's idea. She's like, you should start doing that. Everyone loved Bean. Bro, Bean was the shit. Dune series is really fun. I've not read the Dune series. I might have to check that out. Star Justice or Space Knight? I may have to fuck with that one too. Maybe I'll, since I've been flying a lot, maybe I'll just bring them on planes. Which is why I would go after them when we found them. What? Oh, sorry. What about Percy Jackson? I have not read the Percy Jackson series. I have not. I need to. Thanks to Mrs. HLC. I'm telling you, she comes up with some really good ideas. She is my rock behind the fucking scenes, guys. Because like I'll be hitting a wall and she'll send me news articles. Hey, you should make a joke about this. Hey, this is how this joke should be. Like she's gotten really, really good at it, and I could not be more thankful for her. HLC, is Tac Pack worth it? That is for you to decide. I gave you the details about it. This is the thing. I want you to know, and I do those the advertisements because this is the thing. My videos they're free. They're always going to be free, and I want them to be free. But man's got to make a living. So if you guys don't like that stuff, just fast forward past it. Some people were real negative about it. but I will never tell you you need to buy something. I will never like say you have to buy it. I hope you guys heard that fart. It was wonderful. It felt great. My stomach feels much better. I will, you know, fulfill my obligations, but I will never tell you guys you have to buy anything. I just want you, all I ever want is just watch my videos. Have I read the Aragon series? I read one of the books years ago when I was a kid. Where did I get Franklin from? So I made a joke months ago, hell, almost a year ago now, about the kid fighting a raccoon for a chicken nugget. I just made a joke, right? I had no idea that so many people were going to gravitate towards that joke. And for months, they kept bringing it up. And I was like, look, they like this raccoon thing. Let's play into it. So I did another joke with the raccoon, and I didn't give him a name. And people just latched on. I was like, okay, I guess we're doing a fucking character arc now. Let's just go ahead and do that. And I kept pumping it in. Then one day I gave him a name, and now everyone's like, that's Franklin. That's Franklin. And it stuck. I had no idea. Mrs. HLC sounds like a godsend. HLC, she is my absolute one out of 7.8 billion people on this planet. Like I don't worry about nothing, man. Like that woman has me covered. I'm very happy. I'm considering getting a warship in Star Citizen and let low-level players hire B as an escort. You know, that's actually not a half bad idea. The escort game is getting pretty important on Star Citizen, especially when they open up what's that other system? Fire something? I can't remember the name of it. I haven't been there. Obviously, I stay in the Stanton system. But yeah, that's going to be huge. Gunner escorts and things like that, huge. Pyro, that's what it's called, Pyro. But yeah, when you guys get to escort or to Pyro, the escort's going to be incredibly fucking important. I thought that fart was me, bro. It was so good. It felt great. Hold on. Do all the sponsors you can, HLC, get that money. Thank you, guys. I'm glad. This is the thing, you know, and for those of y'all that are in here that are like the actual, that are real line crossers. I don't like saying fans because it feels icky to me. Like I'm putting myself on a pedestal that I don't belong on. It just feels icky. So my line crossers out there, and you know, when you guys see that stuff, you understand, you know, man got to make a living. And you guys can skip right past it, or I try to at least make them fun so that you guys like, oh, that was pretty funny. And then you move on. Like Unsub does some really good ones, and theirs are hilarious. Especially since I got in King Trout. I love the King Trout ones, man. They're great. And, but yeah, if you're going to do it, make it fun and then move on. So I'm glad you guys are okay with that. I just wanted to drop by and say I love love my Uncle Sam, the kid, and Franklin material against the Russian propaganda. Genuinely has me howling your sense of humor. Keep at it, buddy, from the UK. Thank you so much, Brad. 147L Lufsey. I don't know how to say that, but thank you so much, Brad. I appreciate you being here, man. I again, all I'll ever ask is just watch, man. That's all I ever want. I'm glad that so many people have chosen to like bring my content into their homes, and like they share with people like, oh, my brother sent me your videos, or my cousin sent me this. And it's like, I love that. I love that so much because it's something that I've created that people can bond over. And like, that's ultimately like really all I want. I just want people to be happy and share bonds with others. Like that's really good. If you're on your own and they just make you laugh, that's great. If you think someone else might find them funny, hey, send them over. That's really what I want. What is my dream job? YouTube doesn't count. I'm trying to think of one job that like doesn't have any downsides. Either pilot or radio DJ. You were awesome on unsubscribe. Ryan Macbeth is truly frightening. Ryan Macbeth, like, yeah, that dude. No downsides, be a cop. Ooh. I'll be honest with you. I back the blue, right? The right blue. Not there. Look, everyone can look Every good police officer can look inward and be like, there are some bad fucking officers. Just like I can look inward and say there are some bad fucking soldiers. What was I getting at? It is really difficult to be a police officer in the United States right now. It is incredibly difficult. Your job is getting harder by the day. So honestly, I love you guys that do it. I try and make this is the thing. Every time I get pulled over, I don't for me, because I follow the law. Whether I get a ticket, don't get a ticket, my job, my goal at that point is number one, make you feel safe. And number two, I'm going to try and make you laugh. I'm going to just give me a ticket. You can laugh and be like, here, sign here. Okay, cool. Whatever, dude. Guess what? I got a ticket. I broke the law. I did something wrong. I'm going to make you laugh anyways, because your job sucks. So that's kind of the way that I look at it. Pit up nose cone artist, best MOS. Side note, does your superpower offset make, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ryan killed that entire bottle of whiskey during that podcast. He was getting toasty. Like none of us were expecting that offset. And it was so good. It was so good. Honestly, don't mind players who play as pirates. Every game needs a bad guy. That's fair. Dude, Levictus, when I used to, I used to like cargo missions. I wish they had bigger cargo missions. So far, they're still like the real small ones. Where you like one little box, move it here, one little box, move it here. I want big cargo missions. But I had one that I had to go drop off at Grim Hex. And when I left Grim Hex and that door opened, I waited for it to completely open. Full engines, full throttle. And I just turned on quantum jump. And I found the first place I could jump to just get the hell away from Grim Hex. I do not like going to Grim Hex. Do you have any advice for someone wanting to enlist and deciding between branches? Love your content. Glad I caught the live. So here's the thing, Francis. That's actually wonderful. That's a wonderful question. You're wanting to enlist. Good on you. But I will tell you, Uncle Sam will always get what he wants from you. The house always wins. And every vet will tell you this. Every single vet in the military who's ever served a day in their life will tell you that Uncle Sam is going to get what they want from you. Pick something where you can get what you want. Whether it's a job, a branch, an MOS, anything that tickles your fancy. If you want a good bonus, the Army gives out great bonuses. If you want better living conditions, the Air Force has better living conditions. If you want to join a cult, the Marine Corps is always open. I make the joke because it's kind of ground in facts, okay? Marines, you're a fucking cult, okay? I love you guys. You were definitely a cult. If you want, to really, as far as I know, I don't know how true this is. I know during a time of war, the Coast Guard leaves the continental United States. But aside from that, it's mainly they just do ice breaking up north and down in the south. Most of the Coast Guard is right here in the United States. So the chances of deploying, if you don't want to deploy, are pretty low. If you want to travel, the Navy has traveling down fucking pat, but you're just strapped to a boat for like ever. Okay. The Navy does a lot of travel. So, pick what you want to do. Those dress blues, though, the Marine Corps straight up has some damn good looking uniforms. But here's the reason the Marine Corps has good looking uniforms. I have a fat boy neck. I know what I look like, okay? If I wear that little turtleneck thing the Marines have, my rolls are going to hang over that shit. Like, you have to be yoked and in really good shape to make the Marine Corps uniform look good. The Macbeth episode of Unsub was eye-opening. Bro, facts. Yeah, getting shot, his head is not negative. Yeah. A VTOL F-22? Why would we do that, Robin St. Pierre? I mean, it'd be interesting. I would just like one that's carrier landing capable. Your content has kept me from the dark side of my own mind, especially since my dog passed. Patrick, hey man, I'm glad that I could help you through those dark times, and having lost, here, I'll show you. This is Hobbs. We said goodbye to him in January. He was my wife's best friend for 15 years, and he was a good dude. That was an awesome little guy. When my wife finally said that she wanted another Chinese crested, Hobbs is the reason I said yes. He was a really good dude. I miss him every day. So I know how it feels, man. It sucks. I would say it gets easier. It just doesn't. It's a member of your family. So I'm glad that I could help you out, my dude. Go U.S. Coast Guard, fly on a whirlybird? No. Ryan Macbeth chimes in. I heard you talking about me. Yeah, he's going to just pop in. Funerals are your specialty? What? one of the few sources of information news I trust. I tried it, like, this last video that I posted, I made the joke about, President Trump talking about bringing in the Space National Guard. I try and remain as apolitical as I possibly can. You guys know, if you've been here longer than a couple weeks and you watch my content, both sides get the smoke. Both sides. If you do something silly, I'm going to make fun of you for it, right? I don't, because I just want you to be informed. I want you to make an educated decision and vote for what you want. That's just what I want Americans to do. Man, there was a lot of people who'd probably never seen my content before, and they were pretty upset that I made that joke. And I'm like, look, man, it's low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. Oh, my offender's power was X-ray vision. Sorry, Zach. Thank you. Best cult though. Yeah, that's the Marines in chat. Those are the Marines. Coasties deployed. They do. I didn't know that weapons. I've never seen a Coastie overseas. I've seen Navy. I've seen Air Force. I've seen National Guard. I've seen reserves. I've seen freaking Marines. Like, I've seen every other branch. I've never seen Space Force overseas. But I've never seen Coasties overseas either. The cult of the crayon. Ooh, Coast Guard's getting new drones? I like that. Being at sea for months on end sucks. I didn't know this, but I'm really glad I didn't join the Navy because I get seasick. How did I find out that I got seasick? Well, I'm glad you asked, ladies and gentlemen. I get seasick because I was in a tank. Now, that may seem kind of silly. Oh, Mrs. Linecrosser says they go to Bahrain. My bad. I was in a tank, and we were in the mud course in Fort Knox, Kentucky. And we're driving this tank, and I'm in the gunner's seat, and I can't see out. The sights are turned off. Everything's turned off. I'm just a private. We're taking turns driving. That's all we're doing. And we're rolling over these hills, and it's like this. And I started like, I started to get kind of queasy, and then I look up, and out through the loader's hatch, I could see the treetops. And that allowed me to resettle back down. So that's when I learned that I have, I get seasick. I didn't know that. HLC, you're still going to run for office?
Grandpa Buff's in here. He's still going to run for office.
I thought about making a joke. Like, I can't find a way to make the joke the right way, but I do want to talk about Grandpa Buff and Franklin's policies. I just feel like I can't make a joke about it without one or the other side of the political spectrum getting really upset at me. And I'm trying not to get canceled. It's just, I want to make the joke. So I don't know. Pitch Yeti Lockheed, Catobar VTOL capable F-22 with better engines and international sales. I don't think we want to hand those things out. All hail the crayon. Easy fix, piss off both. That's not wrong. That's fun in a tank. Bro, I was not having... When I could see out, like when I was driving, no problem. When I was not, and I was in that gunner's hole, I was not okay. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Easy fix. You need motion sickness glasses? Are those actually... Do they work? The Australians are making robots in the military. I have some genuine concerns about that. Concern number one, how much do they cost? Just curious. You got a guy seasick on a CV-64? I would say how, but I've been for... Okay, I don't know if it works for them. I don't know if it works for those. But I will tell you that for some reason, the gunner's seat. The gunner's seat. That's what I said. Sorry, the gunner's what? I was in the gunner's seat. Like, I had the Cadillacs right here, but everything was shut down. It was basic training. Or AIT or something. Or OSIT. Just do a joke about chicken nuggets, trash pickup, and nursing homes. That'll cover 90% of the character arc. Sorry. That's not a half bad idea. I like it. You read scripture for the unaccompanied veterans. Oh, shit. That's awesome, Randy. Oh, best job you ever had. No, so what I was getting at is, for some reason, they take people that I don't know why. I guess I'm assuming now that the Navy does this as well, because I know the Air Force fucking does it. They're like, hey, this guy, he thinks he's a fighter pilot. He's wanted to be a fighter pilot. He's trained as a fighter pilot. He has the skills of a fighter pilot. Let's put him in a cargo aircraft and stick a bunch of Army guys in the back. You fuckers all do it. Every C-17 I've been in, that dude thinks he's fucking Maverick, okay? And the one time, two times that I rode in a Chinook that was flown by you goddamn fucking maple-loving Canadians, I almost had a heart attack every single goddamn time. So it's like they're just like, all right, we're going to give the biggest, slowest, most lumbering thing that should not move this way to the guy who thinks he's in Top Gun. That's what it is, you bastards. Fucking Canadians. So, Maple Buff Glory. Oh, the Gunners. Oh, I said hold. Gunners hold. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there we have it. I'm glad the new microphone works out really well. I'm glad it's nice and clear and sultry and sweet for all you ladies and gentlemen. So as always, do not give in to the 22-day. Every single one of you are amazing. If you would like to support the channel, please go to habituallinecrosser.com. We are almost at the end of our pre-sale for the Franklin Buff 2024 Time to Let the Kid Eat shirt. So make sure you pick yours up before we get rid of those. Scott McGregor, last super chat says, I hope everyone's having a good day. Dog treat suggestion, freeze-dried beef liver, healthy, low calorie, and dogs go crazy. Knox's head is outside the bed. You guys can't see it right now. So I will see you guys all next time. Catch you all later.